It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll see Tony Pollard. He's one of the highest scoring backs in the league, ranking 5th in rushing touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Bucs. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A first carry for Rachaad White. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling.
Now White lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, here's Huntley. Calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3rd and 3. Here's Huntley. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Huntley. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun, Huntley. He's got his man, it's White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I loved the most, he finished each and every run.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Cowboys at 4-3, a game over 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 43. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, Lil Ambitious said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Content.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Huntley now bootlegging it. Touchdown! Payne Durham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy, but let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Prescott off play action. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A give to Pollard running left. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They keep it on the ground. White again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Huntley looks to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Huntley working from the gun. That's complete to Palmer. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Huntley off of play action. Evans has it left side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
Now Huntley wants to audible to another look. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Huntley on 3rd down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
At the 2-yard line.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
To throw, Huntley. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry?
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not
right?
apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football. but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Aubrey good with a PAT. Will cut the lead down to 15. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime in a what?
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try to discourage the quarterback from going to it. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Pollard will take it up the gut. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here's Pollard again. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run left with Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 19. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Going right back to Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Pollard.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Pollard again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this is back to an 8-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Open man, it's Palmer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's White. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Opting to run again here with White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down throw from Huntley. Fights through it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Get it!
They go play action with Huntley. And that's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Arlington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Now 2nd and 9. A give to Pollard running left. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2, trying to run forward Pollard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Going to run again here with Pollard. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun again to Pollard.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd down, Prescott. And he's caught by Rowe. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
10 more there and another first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, Prescott.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 8.
Former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
4th down, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
3rd down. Here's Huntley now.
And this one is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead with 4, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. Like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable here from the 38. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 8, 2:10 on the clock. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
York now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On the return, this is Turpin. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, that we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Working from the gun, Lance.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Lance looks to throw again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Okay, ready?
3rd down and goal coming up here. Throwing now is Lance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Bucs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. As a little over. To go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 3rd and 6. They go with White on the counter, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.